Guys, what's going on? I got a special video for you today. And we're talking about 3 things to do in every fight with your partner to avoid breakups. And this is if your partner is someone you're compatible with. Because if you're not compatible with them, what are you doing? We got so many good looking people out here. And I got a bonus for you guys at the end. So if you guys apply these 3 things and y'all like, what's going on? This bonus hits it out the park like a grand slam, baby. Let's get straight into it. Got my iPad, so you know we serious out here. Number 1, plan what you're gonna say and how you're gonna say it. Because there's body language that plays a part, and there's also vocabulary and tonality. Because how you deliver the message can really change how your partner receives the message. Maybe you're saying the right stuff, you're saying it the wrong way, and that negates all the value of the things you're saying. Because when you guys are both in an emotional state, it's a lot harder to receive things, especially if you're saying it some type of way. So I got some tips for you guys in the scripture that really ties this all in. Here's what I found that helps, right? Change how you view marriage. Think about it kind of like a job interview or talking to your boss. You really want to be in that place of preparation. You don't want to just go out with emotions being high and just diarrhea out the mouth. You know what I'm saying? What you really want to do is you want to plan, because there's a famous saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And there's a scripture in Ecclesiastes that really ties this all in. And it says that whatever you find your hands to do with all your might. So you really want to be on your game, and you really want to take it serious, because you're talking about the most important decision, marriage or, relationships. Who you're with really affects your life for real. Number 2, avoid exaggerating, especially when it's heated. Oh my goodness. I got you guys with 2 words to cut out your vocabulary. And I'm talking about the word always in the context of you always act like this, or you always do that thing. Or you never care about what I'm saying. You never listen to me. Guys, let's keep it 100%, right? If the person you're with really was like that, why even with them? Oftentimes what it actually is that emotions are high and you're speaking out of how you feel. But the problem with speaking out of how you feel is oftentimes, especially for the other person, you don't really convey what it really is. You want to be heard, but you end up saying some things that can be misleading or exaggerate to where they end up getting mad from what you're saying and they're not receiving what you're saying well. So if you guys can cut those words out of your vocabulary, it'll definitely help you out. Number 3, remember the issue you had to begin with. You would be surprised at the amount of conversations I've had. You're probably the same way, to where you start off talking about one thing and you end up veering off somewhere else. And you have to keep in mind that if you're already in a super emotional state, what you want to do, at least my mindset that I've adapted, is going to fix it, to have that solution, to have it be resolved, at least to where there's a process of it being acknowledged and being worked on. But you don't want to have that one thing become 20 things at once, because that's so much to deal with at one time. And I know there's times where you have one fight ends up being 100 things. That often happens because things are being swept under the rug. And what we're hoping to do with these 3 things I'm talking to you guys about is to create a culture to where you're comfortable talking to one another. You feel like you can actually have your voice be heard, and you go in and have those conversations that are more productive, not those fights that are level 10. We can just have it be level 2. And some takeaways I have for you guys with this 3rd point is this. Don't have a conqueror's mentality. Don't be a bully. Stop trying to win and know that both sides want to be heard. The victory is for the group. Sometimes you win the battle and you lose the war. That's definitely not what you want to do. So if you guys adapt these 3 things, you'll be way better off. But I haven't forgotten. Got you with the bonus. I said so. If you feel like you're doing these things to the T and it's still not working, you're probably not. But if you feel that way, something else that you can do to throw it in, or another recipe to add into this equation, is compliments. One time, me and my wife, we're in China. We're having a super heated fight, man. It's in the middle of the night, one of those 2 a.m. fights, found what I'm talking about. And because we're up late, whatever. Anyway, what I ended up doing, I got this from somewhere, I forgot where, but we switched the conversation. We switched the frame to, you know what? Let's take a step back. Let's change this game to giving compliments, because we're going after each other. We made it a game to where it's I started off, I'm going to go first. Gave her a compliment. She gave me a compliment. I gave her a compliment. Guys, the atmosphere changed. It became so much lighter. And we actually started goofing off at each other. Well, you already said that compliment before. Well, that's kind of like this one. It became a whole different thing because as the leader in a conversation talking to you men, it's super important that you frame it, that you move it in a direction that's going to be beneficial. And a lot of times we have toxic areas that come out. Everyone's toxic in some way, but you have areas that come out to where you really don't do what's best for the marriage or for the relationship. You want to switch your frame to doing those things. And if you ever find yourself slipping, compliments is a quick way to reframe it, to put it back in that positive light. But guys, leave in the comment sections. Let me know what happened. If you guys like this video, leave a like and try these tips and let me know how it is for you.